Welcome to the inaugural episode of The Highest Authority. That's where me, Reverend Jones, along with the TFU boys here.
Yes!
That's right, that's right. We're going to get into some of the hottest guys out there because I get my scoop from The Highest Authority. Now, first, I'd be amiss, gentlemen. We got to start. Somebody done took a shot at President-elect candidate Donald Trump. What do we think about that? What's going on there with that?
You know what? This is the problem with the whole Donald Trump thing. People assume that he created this scenario. He created the assassination. But that's the problem, that we're convinced that he's capable of that. That's
he
the
is
problem.
capable.
He's capable
But
of
I don't think he did it.
That's no. Now, see. I think the man is a master manipulator. He's the one, he created The Apprentice. But I'm going to be honest with you. The Reverend done been in some sticky situations. That was a real gun that was firing up at him. And I think the man got shot in his ear. Now, my question to you gentlemen is this. How long is it going to take you to see a man with a rifle crawling around on a white tin roof before you say something?
I know, but you know the thing that's crazy? Because other people that was there was saying, hey, there's somebody on the roof. Hey, there's somebody on the roof.
We got video of that.
Yeah, I know. We got video of it. And I was trying to figure out, is that where they're saying the gunshot came from?
They apparently up to 10 minutes before the shots even rang out, they were calling Secret Service to see what was going on with this man crawling around. He not even wearing a suit. He wearing jeans. He wearing jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
His rifle don't match nobody else's rifle up there. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Listen now, the one thing, rhetoric, we got to get away from. I'm seeing a lot of folks saying that the good Lord steered that bullet away from Donald Trump.
That's what I was going to say.
But my question is this. So then the good Lord steered it away from Donald and right into the head of one of his supporters right there? I don't think that's how the Lord works. I don't think the Lord kneel one man and kill another.
But one man might be more important than the other. Does that apply?
Well, it only applies if you pretending to know the Lord's will. Even I, Reverend Jones, I got a good glimpse into the Lord's will, but I don't know it. But
Reverend, was it a real assassination or did he plan this, Donald Trump?
No. Real assassination can be planned. It can be planned. Do I think he planned this? No, I don't think Donald did.
Okay. Who planned it?
Do I think that freak Roger Stone with Ronald Reagan on his back that's behind him planned it? I think he might have planned it. Now, who is Roger Stone? I want y'all to Google that name. We're going to come back to that next episode. I give you a hint. One of the biggest political operators of the United States and D.C. seen the last 40 years. He's playing things of this nature. But I do wish President Trump a very speedy recovery. I didn't like seeing him go down. Let me ask y'all a question. No. How many times somebody take a shot at y'all hop up and ask where your shoes at? What kind of shoes was he wearing? Y'all hear him? I need my shoes. Hold on. What's going on here with that?
I don't know. Is he doing the speeches without his shoes?
Apparently his shoes, I think what he's doing, he's kicking them off at the podium. He's kicking his slip-ons.
Okay.
He getting older. He's slipping his shoes on. He's kicking them off. He losing them. Either way, y'all, there's some shenanigans going on with our political system now. There's some shenanigans going on.
What about the Black Rock connection?
Now go on and light me on that Black Rock connection.
So the shooter appeared for 3 seconds in a Black Rock ad.
You mean the 20
investment company?
Right. Now, get me if I'm wrong. He looked to be about 130 pounds soaking wet. What was he doing in this Black Rock commercial?
He was a student.
Oh.
Classroom. They're teaching class. He's just taking notes.
So you're saying there might be some sort of connection between the two?
Some MJK Ultra mind control stuff.
Oh, now you want to, okay.
Malcherian candidate.
Okay, all right. So you're basically saying Trump being the candidate who wants to destroy the administrative arm and regulate the FBI and the CIA. You think the CIA might have took a crack shot at him. That's what that MK Ultra is.
Wouldn't be the first time. They tried a precedent.
I see how your brain is moving. But let me ask you this. Did the CIA have him pumping his fist at every opportunity? It just seems, there's elements where that was a real gun, but it seemed fake. It seemed fake, but it had a desired reaction. We're talking about.
Reverend, what about the person that was in the stands? The young lady that was in the stands when the shot was fired, she never moved.
Now
she didn't do anything. All she did was start taking video and snapping pictures. She didn't duck. She didn't do anything.
She didn't do. As a matter of fact, if you did look closely, but if you look real closely, right before the shots rang out, she immediately turns to the right where the shots came from, all as if she knew, pointing the camera already over there. These more to me, look, no man knows the Lord's will. The good book says so. But I can tell you what I do know. Something seemed fishy about this. Was it a real gun? Yes. Is it a real assassination attempt? I don't think so. But I think the American people have already been co-opted. So what we're going to do now? Best thing we can do, hope for a new candidate.
Well, since we have two brothers in the house, has he won the black vote?
I don't think that he won any vote. I think Biden has lost all votes.
What?
Because he
that
can't...
epic photo with the flag.
No. I think
that's not winning brothers over.
Yeah, but they're not going for that one.
We're not going, hell no, we ain't going for that.
But Biden not being able to remember that his running mate is name is more disruptive than anything else.
I'm telling you, 50 Cent just uploaded, Trump with his Many Man song.
I've seen that.
Amber Rose in the Republican convention.
You talking about celebrities who had cachet with us years ago. We love 50. But Many Men has been around for many years. Many Men ain't swaying nobody. Now, Many Men looks good for a troll, gets impressions up, gets the likes up. And Amber Rose, bless her heart. Amber Rose, what Amber Rose been doing? Was she still walking with the sluts? I don't know. Is she walking with sluts? I'm not sure, but Amber Rose don't move no needle for me. But I think he's absolutely right. He's right here with that. Biden is not engendering any confidence with black men, women, children at all. I don't think we gonna jump to Trump. But Biden ain't doing nothing to keep us here. I don't know. I think we need to take 4 years off. What about this? What if we as a country were single for 4 years? Neither one of us. We don't go with nobody. We can't do that.
That is
we ain't
funny.
got to jump in bed,
Reverend, what else you have on your higher authority list today?
Before we move to Trump, I have one final thing I want to talk about.
Let's talk about it.
God said every man is created equal. Everybody deserves an opportunity, maybe. I don't read the Bible much. But the way the security guard for Trump, the woman, was holstering the gun, makes me think that she's not qualified for the job.
But those women were scrambling. I didn't know what they was doing.
They were scrambling and scraping. Now, I don't know if I can't say I wouldn't have been shaking like a motorbike, like a mini bike in that situation, too. She was shaking. She was shaking. It's a scary situation. I saw a lot of the men holding their hands on their gun, looking around, all bewildered too. So I can't really say it would have been better if Jim Bob was there instead of Jenny. But I think that to me, if you asking the Reverend, I think it was a failure by the Secret Service as a whole. No one's talking about that. I think the Secret Service completely failed.
I think,
he got hit in the ear. Everybody and their mama. I mean, we got YouTube and TikTok live videos of the shooter climbing up on the roof to get in the position before the Secret Service. Then the Secret Service. Then the shots ring out. The Secret Service takes him down. They mob him. About 9 of them mob him, only for him to pop up with a fist in the air, talking about where's my crock, where's my shoes.
Oh,
and then they say then the threat is gone because we know we got the one. We killed the one guy. Oh, it can't be another person. How do y'all know? I feel like didn't the Secret Service? Let me ask you this. I don't remember how many years ago under President Barack Obama, but I remember when the Secret Service went with President Obama on a trip, they got into a lot of trouble in Colombia, if I'm not correct, for buying prostitutes and drugs. Multiple. I think we need a probe into the Secret Service if you asking the Reverend. We're talking about if the shooting was real and if Trump is real. Let's talk about how really inadequate and inept the Secret Service is. That's just me. But we can go ahead. I want to move on to something a little bit now. We're a little bit off kilter. Still in the news. Speaking of, I would say a segue into, as our president just appeared to have fought for his life, a near attempt on his life. It appears Ryan Garcia's fighting with them racist demons in his life because he done jumped out of his skin again. That's right, y'all.
Yeah, your Latin brother.
That's your Latin brother.
That's your Latin brother.
Now you got to come to the pulpit and account for this. What is going on with Mr. Garcia?
First of all, he's Mexican.
Oh. What does that have to?
Wait a minute.
Said that's Latin.
No, because Puerto Ricans have a lot of African blood in them.
What about okay. So the ones with a lot of African blood, we not gonna claim. Okay. So we separate ourselves.
As far as boxing, Puerto Rico and Mexico have a big rivalry.
Baseball. Y'all got good baseball.
Yeah, we have a big rivalry between boxing.
Right. Okay.
I don't claim Ryan Garcia.
Okay. Let it be known here.
There you go.
Puerto Ricans do not claim Ryan Garcia. But who does claim? Well, somebody got to come to account because Ryan Garcia just recently attempted and bombed. And now he should have known this. Who gonna get on the stand-up stage with Chris DeCancer D'Elia? Why in the hell are you hopping up on there with the Snapchat bandit himself? You all remember the famous meme, Chris D'Elia realizing that Snapchat messages can't get deleted. That's when they caught him with that little girl. But Ryan goes up there, begins to bomb, and then he proceeds to drop nothing but N-bombs. Negro this, and Negro that, and Negro who, and Negro where. Now, if that ain't enough for you, the WBC sees this, and they go ahead and we're going to cut ties with Ryan Garcia. He's no longer allowed to fight for any WBC titles. What Ryan do? Anybody want to take a guess? You want to guess?
He blamed the Muslims.
Oh, that's very close. You want to guess?
I'm not sure what he did.
I think my answer is a blend of both. He not only blamed the Muslims, but I don't know what the hell else he was doing in there. He went in there and blamed everybody under the sun, but of course, the black folks got it to worse. After that, he go ahead and, he Negro this and Negro that and all this. I mean, you got to hear it. Y'all got to hear it. We're going to get some links for you. But then after that, the reason he really got in trouble, we mentioned it. He went after the biggest gang in the world. The smallest gang, but the most influential gang in the world.
Not them.
Hey, hold on.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Won't say it now.
Don't say it.
All right?
You know who we're talking about?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
And I think we all know who we're talking about. But we just want to say he decided to go after them folk, and immediately ties were cut. Now, gentlemen, what do you think is going on with Ryan Garcia? Because the next day he apologized again and said he's going to rehab.
He gotta be on drugs.
He's on. What drug is he not on?
Yeah, he just seemed like he's not okay.
Not at all. Not even in the least bit.
CTE, maybe?
Yeah.
Something.
He making Antonio Brown look like Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah, he's not saying. I don't understand what's happening with this man. If you remember correctly, a couple months ago, didn't he say he was in Bohemia Grove watching people get tied up and fondled? I don't mean to belittle anybody's troubles, but this just seemed to be more than what it is. It's almost as fishy to me what's going on with Ryan Garcia is about as fishy as what's happening with this judge down here in this YSL trial. Mr. Glanville, you need to come to account. What's going on? Why are you being asked to recuse yourself and being taken off this trial? Y'all have any opinions on that?
On the YSL trial?
On the YSL trial, because I got a few.
Well, he needs to be off the trial.
Absolutely.
Because of those private conversations that he was having with the not the defense, but the
with the prosecution.
Yeah, with the prosecution. Yeah, with the prosecution. And the other defense attorney seemed to have no knowledge of it.
That's because it was never
after
shared.
the fact. Yeah. So the judge was pressuring him like, hey, how do you know? How do you know? Because he knew who was in the room.
As opposed to why it's a problem. It's a problem. How do you know? It's you should already know. What am I saying? How do you know when you should know? That's discovery, unless discovery was breached. But then you see the plot gets thicker because they're saying they're gonna take the Glanville. They want Glanville off the case, but the judge that they're putting up to T to continue trying this case because at this point this is a kangaroo court. Okay, you got YSL Woody running around here getting amnesia, 51st dates. He tell the police one thing, they think he did the right. Then boom, he over here. I never said nothing. And now you got a judge. This next judge over here, I forget his name, but isn't this judge? Do your homework, do your Googles. Ain't this the same judge that they actually was given money by Judge Glanville for her own judicial election? So you mean to tell me that the judge they kicking off the case finances the one they want to put on the case? I've been around a lot of charlatans. You meet a whole lot of charlatans in the cloth. You know, you meet a lot. But I got to tell you one, this Judge Glanville, if you don't have a career in the judiciary anymore, you sure could come over to the clergy. I know a couple parents that would love you because you seem to have a penchant for money.
I've heard that the reason they're pursuing Young Thug was when him and Gunna decided to bail out a bunch of people for a music video.
Oh, Gunna.
He will be forgiven. You'll see, Pastor.
No, yeah, of course. You know, the pastor believes in forgiveness. Now, there are some people out there who are well within their rights not to like that young man. I hear he's a bit of a rat. But Gunna, why Young Thug bailing anybody out of jail, I think that is a good use of the civil recourse that we have in the judiciary. So I feel that while I might not agree with what Gunna has done, what he's doing is good. But you're saying that's why they want to keep them young men.
I don't know.
What?
They're doing some BS with YNW Melly too.
The boy that had murder on his mind.
They haven't proved it. It's been like 4 years.
Wait. So they haven't proved it, or they haven't necessarily not proved. I don't follow that case as much, but they haven't proved it. Why are they still holding him?
I don't know.
And aren't they retrying him?
Yeah, they're waiting for a retrial.
They must. Okay, let me ask you this: was the trial thrown out on a technicality?
Nah, it's because like the juries were split.
Oh, okay. So we need a unanimous jury.
I guess. I don't know.
Now, I thought they don't throw trials out if it's a split jury. I thought they make the jury take the time to get together.
I don't know.
No, but they have to come to one decision. Or if they're not able to make a decision within that time period, then I think it becomes a mistrial, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so it was a mistrial.
It was a mistrial, and they're going to
mistrial.
retrial him again.
They're going to retrial. Now, they still going to hold the boy in prison while they wait for
it's been like 4 years. It's been like 4 years.
They got
He's
to stop
been in
that.
jail for 4 years?
Yeah.
They got to stop that now.
Oh, no.
Even before the pandemic.
One more thing. I don't know
Wow.
much about him. Is it, what color is his skin?
He's a brown man. Black man.
That makes okay. Now you should have led with that. That makes sense. Yeah, he's gonna keep his ass up in there.
Dreadhead.
He got dreads.
Yeah.
And all his teeth. He got
Grills.
Oh yeah. You should have led with that. That boy will be fine, but he gonna stay in that jail. They gonna keep him in there. Now, speaking of gentlemen, y'all, how y'all feel about? I spoke to my soul, my spirit recently. Why is Bronny James getting so much press?
Because he has a lot of potential to being great.
He got
right,
a lot of
AD?
He does. That's not why he is going. He's getting a lot of press because he's LeBron James' son.
That's how I was thinking. He got a lot of potential to be LeBron James' son. The boy is 6'1" and he can't dribble.
JJ Redick said that he reminds him of Lou Dort from Oklahoma City, the defensive stopper.
JJ Redick just got hired by the Lakers, did he not?
I'm just saying, like, you're not gonna see. You're not gonna see.
Strong.
You're not gonna see his impact in the offensive side, but defensively, he impacts the game.
My nose been in his Bible
impacts
too
the game.
much. I don't know
What
who
was his
Dork
stats
is.
last night?
I think he scored like what 1.2 points. I don't.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
And
What game is he impacted? Not the basket.
The defensive end. You know, we play both sides.
Okay,
I have a question for you,
is he
AD.
playing half the
Yeah.
game?
Do you think if with your skill set that you had graduating college,
Right.
if your name was Bronny James and you were living right now, would you have gotten drafted?
I think anybody with the last name Bronny James or had that James last name had a shot at getting drafted.
Hell, I like
Anybody-
practitioner Letitia James
I think
just got
Reverend
drafted.
over here would have had a shot at getting drafted with that last name James. I think that's what's really going on.
The devil is alive. Deacon James there just got a call from the Lakers last weekend because of this. This is anybody with a James name. Now I don't do this to knock the boy, but everything I see from that boy is lackluster. Now, to be fair, did he not have a heart condition? It is heart.
You're right. He had a heart
Before
condition.
that,
That's even worse. Why we drafted him? That makes it even worse.
When he's right, he's right.
Why are we investing in someone that's not going to be able to, you know, accomplish what we need to accomplish on the court. So therefore, why are we drafting him
Game,
there?
set, match. That's the point, because this is a business. This is a multi-million dollar organization. You don't invest that kind of money.
Organization,
listen,
business,
you don't
right?
invest that kind of money into something that an asset for your company that has that kind of potential downside, unless there's a bit of nepotism going on in there.
Oh, let me ask.
100%.
His jersey. You think they're gonna get back his contract in jersey sales?
He would have to get off the bench for that to happen.
Yeah. And I don't see him getting off that bench.
I already ordered my brownie shirt. It's gonna be in the mail like next week.
Oh, well, however many more we need, like,
yeah, brownie 9
you
shirt.
got a jersey or a shirt?
A shirt.
You got that brownie shirt.
I got the brownie shirt.
On the back of the shirt, it shouldn't say Bronny, though. It should say James, right?
Yeah, but number 9.
No, it's going to say James Jr.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. And look, how many shirts? Now, jerseys might not be that many. How many shirts do they recoup all that money?
I don't know, but they're going to make that money back.
That's
That's a guarantee.
The boys damaged goods.
Oh,
if just as a stunt, sure. Stunt it up. Put him in the G League. Have him running around. He could be sitting front row at the Sparks games. But for seriousness, no. Brian, no. The good Lord spoke to me on that one. We've seen through that now. Now
I guarantee that this upcoming season there's gonna be a photo of Bronny throwing an alley loop to his dad.
I can see that.
Guarantee it.
Yeah, I think that will happen.
And
we
then
will
they
get
take a
one
picture
photo,
and they'll sell the shirt.
but that's gonna move people, like that photo of Trump coming out with the hand up with the blood on there. That move a certain demographic of
It
folk.
moved me.
A certain demographic of folk. The man with the Trump picture, like the brownie shirt. You got your brownie shirt on the way. You know, that's fine. Now let me ask you this though. Just what moved you? Were you moved by the recent passing of a Mr. Jellybean Bryant? That's right, Kobe's father passed away.
I was saddened, and I was drawn back to some words by the great Dr. Umar Johnson. Maybe you heard of him. That
Prince of Pan-Africanism. Go ahead.
We just gotta be careful with cross mixing and bunny hopping.
Well, I tell you, I don't know where the Bible stands on the cross mixing and the bunny hopping, but in the illustrious words of Umar, it appears that the bunny hopping isn't going so well. Now, speaking of bunny hopping, Kobe famously hopped. Boy, he bunny hopped all the way. He hopped up to Black Diamonds and everything. Vanessa. Now, how do you feel about the relationship that the parents have with Vanessa and how that works? What is your take on that?
So my whole thing, listen, they're the grandparents. So therefore, you would hope Kobe's kid has some form of a relationship with his grandparents.
True.
So I'm hoping that's going on. And if you did inherit, which he did inherit, $600+ million. Good
God.
$600+ million.
Lord
you
Jesus,
would
thank
think
you.
that if the family had to sell their Kobe championship ring, that she would step in and take care of them. Because it doesn't hurt her. She's going to be rich forever because of the efforts of Kobe Bryant. But those people aren't going to be here for very long, and they should go out in style.
That's valid.
Didn't she buy them a Tesla?
Well, she bought, and the thing about that, I did a little dive in there. Now, the thing is Kobe was still alive. It looked like his mama was, the reason she sold that ring is she was $150,000 short of a $450,000 house she wanted. Kobe only offered $250,000. I want to be said here today that that man is a giant amongst legends. But it doesn't behoove us to pretend that this man loved his parents up until the moment he died. He didn't. When they was alive, they had a frayed relationship. And I don't know if we can kick Vanessa, Snow Bunny's back in for honestly honoring Kobe's wishes of not taking care of his parents. He didn't want to take care of them when he was here. And so I don't understand it.
Some things, some battles need to be shut down. Yeah,
absolutely.
You need to deaden that, and you need to move on. If you see them struggling, and those are the people who birth the person you used to be in love with, this is an opportunity for you to do the right thing, because obviously Kobe wasn't doing the right thing, which was honoring his parents. And I felt like that was one of the negative things about Kobe, that he literally, regardless of having a disagreement or not, they're still put you on this planet. They still introduced you to basketball. They still took you from, Italy, brought you back to America and supported you until you got to a point where you can, till you got to a point where you actually got drafted by the Lakers. So they did a lot of things up to that point to help him become successful. Now this is an opportunity for you to repay those parents.
And that's where my point comes in at. It seems, out of everything you just said, it seems the moment that he got to that point where they helped him work so hard, he immediately flipped on them. Like he was waiting to do it. Almost as if, that Mamba mentality while on the court is a great thing. It seems as if he took that Mamba mentality with his own parents. Winner on the court, but, it's certain things. Either way, rest in peace to Jelly Bean, Joe Bryant, coach of the Sparks for a little bit, did a tenure with a couple of foreign teams, but
I didn't know he was 6'10".
Oh, yeah.
That's what I found out.
Oh, he's a big man. Oh, big man. Big man. Y'all been keeping up with the Diddler. The Diddler now. You know what's going on with him?
Who, Diddy?
Diddy. Sean Puffy Combs.
I'm sick of the slander.
Oh, the slander.
Leave the man alone.
Let's leave the man alone.
The words from a wise man, he said, if you're tolerating it, you're a participant.
Yeah, you are.
Now let me ask you a question.
Definitely a participant.
Should Batman leave the Joker alone? Should Superman, Superman, Clark, you watching this? Just go ahead and let Lex do what he got to do. Let him do what he got to do. I got it. Thanos, here. I got a couple of these Infinity Stones. Why don't you just come on over here, get these Infinity Stones. We can get the snap. You can snap everything away. Right? Wrong, y'all. We can't not have that. Listen here. We're getting it closer than ever than really, truly getting a true story about what happened to Biggie that night. Just on the west side of L.A. You don't want to know that? You tired of the slander? Well, you think you taking Stevie J's opinions to heart? Maybe Tyrese got to you. Did Tyrese get you go that Benihana in the back of Tyrese's backyard? What happened?
AD got to me.
Oh, so okay. AD got to you.
Yeah, he tells me that he helped buy a lot of people homes. What else did he do?
I'm just saying that. What went
on in them homes? AD reported
what I
in
said
them homes?
was we're concentrating on all the negative things that we're, accusing Diddy of. I'm sure the man did a lot of positive things.
Maybe we should dedicate an entire show, an upcoming show, to all the positive things that Diddy did.
Absolutely.
Let's get to
I would love to hear some of the positive things that he's done within the community.
The Godzilla 2000 soundtrack would have been nothing without Bad Boy and Diddy.
Hey, Bad Boys 2 soundtrack? Shake Your Tail Feather? That shit slaps.
Right. It wouldn't have been nothing without Diddy. Forget Nelly and Murphy Lee. Now, Diddy is one who really set that over the top. He killed it there. That'd be very interesting. It'd be very interesting. You know what? You are right. We kicked a man's back in, but maybe maybe now is the time to really highlight the good things in the man's life. What he's been up to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think that would be fair.
I don't think he has beat up anybody in the last few months. I mean, so he seems like a changed man.
I don't even know you want to stake your paycheck on the last few months, maybe the last week.
Okay, so tell us what's new on the news.
Well, if you hadn't heard yet, Diddy is now facing, this is his 12th sexual assault lawsuit filed against him since December of 2023. You remember that's just about that 9 months ago. That's about 9 months ago. Okay, that's 12. This one is the second one by a man who is alleged that
a man.
Oh yeah. Oh, you thought it was. Oh, so it wasn't no. It was this boys would be boys when it was just the ladies. But now he just throw some men in there too. He all over the gambit. All over the gambit.
You got to show your dominance some way.
Well, so I guess, I mean, the Reverend Jones can neither confirm nor confirm with that statement that was just made right there. That is Alejandro and the TFU boys that are involved with that statement. No, I'm just interested to see where we stand. And let me ask you this. Could it get worse for him, in y'all's opinion? Could there anything that could come out about him now to make it worse? Or we'll just be like, oh, Jesus, okay.
Yeah, it could always get worse.
What if we found out that Diddy was behind the hit on President Trump? What if we found out that was Diddy's drug mule? He sent him up there because Trump was about to blast him. What if we find that out?
That sounds terrible. I don't think Diddy's in enough trouble.
He's in a lot of trouble. But my sources are saying it could get worse. You know, y'all have heard of Corsica? The Corsican mob. They're a foreign, international crime syndicate.
No,
I've heard of them.
He's got ties to them too. Drug trafficking. Mm-hmm.
The thing is, like the music industry, sometimes you got to do business with people you don't want to do business with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so he risked his life for us to give us the best music, but he had to deal with,
some best music.
Some classics.
The best music.
Reverend, it doesn't sound like you agree that you like Diddy's music.
Ooh, I like Diddy's music.
I don't think he's as bad as people paint him. Ooh. I think he can rap a little bit.
Compared to Birdman, yeah, sure. Compared to, on a scale of Birdman and Kid Cudi, he's way closer to Birdman than Kid Cudi. But I mean, listen, I don't know. I think you're assuming. Now, what makes you assume that he didn't want to work with these people? You said sometimes you have to work with people you don't want to work with. What in his character that you know about Puffy Combs says he don't want to work with these people? He told us he can't stop and he won't stop. And these people can't stop, they won't stop. Bad boy. Bad boy. They want to freak off, he want to freak off. That seemed like two peas in a pod.
Yeah. I don't have an answer right now, Reverend.
That's all right.
I don't have an answer.
Hey, all things that come from the high authority, they take time. But the Reverend is here, y'all, to give y'all what you're not getting. That's right, the good word. Because I know y'all ain't going to church like you should. But we're going to get that good word up in here. And look, to be it, boy, what I got to, yep. We got one more. How do you boys feel about, we speaking of criminal organizations, the Hells Angels have finally come out and made a statement. I didn't even know they had a press department. Yeah. Headshot caller for the Toronto's chapter of the Hells Angels. Well, there's not really, I've been doing a lot of research. I've learned there's not really a Hells Angels presence in Toronto. You want to know why? They got run out of Toronto quite a while ago. They're in Edmonton, Alberta, the surrounding areas. But you know who ran them out of there?
OVO?
The rude boys, the Jamaicans. You know, one ramp with the Jamaicans, and they don't fuck with the boys. You know what I mean? So that OVO boy just further proved, damn, he ain't never been like us or no one that look like any of us. Because who in the hell aligns yourself with Hell's Angels when they don't even want you? They telling you, no, you can't rock with you are black and Jewish. You can't be in this group. Still, I want to be successful. He want to be with them. So he aligns himself.
We're going to go back to...
In Toronto.
Yeah, about the boy?
About the boy. I'm just finishing up with the boy. I'm just finishing up. I know. This is a tough news week for you, Alejandro.
Leave the boy alone.
We piling on Diddy too much. We can't talk about Drake. I got it. I'm just saying. Turns out, I don't know if you saw this, that Hells Angel from prison, he went and released and said, I don't know, you know they got that goofy slang, but he, in Canadian terms, he called Drake a goofy and said, we don't fuck with you, and you're going to have to pay for all this 8-1 and you doing. That's their numbers, 8-1, you know, Hells Angel, H-A. 8-1. That's what they use to represent themselves. So I just want to keep y'all abreast on these type of things. You know, the Jamaicans, he has a beef with the Jamaicans in Toronto now. And that could explain some of them shots. A lot of it just ain't exo shit. He's aligned himself with the wrong crew to look like me and you in Toronto. In closing, I don't want to overload y'all. You know, we got plenty of current events, plenty of gossip to get to.
Okay. Thank you, Reverend.
My pleasure. And remember,
Reverend, are you going to end it with a prayer today?
You know, Reverend got so excited, the spirit was in me so much, I almost forgot to end it with a prayer. If y'all could bow your heads and close your eyes with me, please. Father God, we come to you today on the TFU Podcast to give thanks and give a guiding hand to those weary souls thinking that they gonna be out here flipping and philandering, doing what it is they think they can do under the radar. Because underneath with the highest authority, you know there is no under the radar with you, Lord. Whether it be Diddy running around, can't stop it and won't stop it. hibbity happening in drug trafficking and all that, whether it be Drake trying to hide, burning down his mob ties, because Jay Prince don't mess with him no more. That's right, Lord. Whether it be any of these devious bandits and Nepo babies, just know that Reverend Jones and the TFU, we're going to cover it every week without fail. In Jesus' name we say it. Amen.
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 All right now.